Potty training a young puppy is an important part of every dog owner's life and an important part of nurturing your dog. Many of us consider our dogs more than pets. Some even consider them children. However, pups can occasionally produce a mess, cause disorganization, and even damage the house with their poops and stink. But it's not their fault. They lack sufficient training, which is why these accidents occur. As a result, every dog owner is obliged to take the required efforts to ensure that their puppy is well trained. Hello everyone, and welcome to Dog Joy. In today's video, we'll show you how to toilet train your puppy as quickly as possible and give you 7 more puppy training tricks, such as getting your dog acclimated to a leash, teaching them to sit, how to behave when alone, and much more. But first, to potty train your dog to prevent accidents such as soiling your carpet or peeing indoors, you must first understand why these accidents occur in the first place, and how refusing to potty train your pup can lead to so many unwanted accidents. So what causes accidents? Consider your dog to be a newborn human and yourself to be the parent. They are new to this world and have learned everything they know from you. They are yet to understand that peeing outdoors is okay and peeing inside is not. You may have even discovered that after your pup has done his business outdoors, he will pee on the carpet as soon as you bring him inside. Another thing to remember is that newborn pups have very little bladder control. Thus, going potty is almost automatic. It happens naturally, like blinking or sneezing. Therefore, it's not their fault. However, it would help if you properly taught them. With this in mind, here's how to prevent accidents while training your dog to the point where they understand to pee outdoors. Dogs learn by association, so you must help them to understand that going outside means going potty and going inside means no potty. That way, they'll learn faster. It would be best to stay outdoors with your dog for a little while longer after peeing and avoid interacting or engaging with them too much, so they don't equate it with playtime. Just give them the freedom and space to do their thing until they've used the restroom at least once. Then it's time for a reward and a pat on the head. When you go back inside, keep a close eye on them because they will pee on you a few more times. Look for small indicators that your dog is ready to do a number 1 or 2, which vary from dog to dog. However, some clear indicators include sniffing the ground and circling a location. When you observe this occurring, run outside and remember to praise them again once they've finished their business outdoors. They'll rapidly connect going outside connected with rewards, and going inside means no benefits. But wait, there's more. If you want to fast track your progress, take your pup outside for a potty break every 2 hours. This may seem like a lot of work, but it pays off to do this for the first 4 weeks. And it'll work like a charm to contain and minimize any cleanup. You can put them in a crate and pad the floor with newspaper while training, but this is not an excuse to be lazy or let your dog pee indoors. If your dog regularly relieves himself in his crate, he will become used to it and a habit might form. This is a massive no-no, and you must be careful to avoid it. Also remember that the sooner you follow these procedures, the easier it will be to potty train your little pooch. They will learn faster while they are young, much like toddlers. Doing this when they are older merely makes the potty training process longer and more difficult for you and your puppy. You'll have a happy potty trained pet and no more accidents to clean up in about a month and a half. Of course, there's more to dogs than simply toilet training. Fortunately, we've got some training tricks that will benefit all dog parents, regardless of the breed. Here are 7 more tips you should use to train your dog quickly and enhance your friendship. Plus, in the end, we have a bonus trick you can teach your dog, so stay tuned. Number 7, teaching alone time. Let's face it, no matter how much you want to, you won't always be able to be with your little pup. Of course, spending time with your dog is an important part of training, but so is educating them to be okay whether you're at work or away for the night. Create a tight enclosure for your dog with a chew toy. Silently exit the room and return with a treat. Repeat this, increasing the time you're gone, and soon enough he'll become used to it without complaining. Number 6. Teach them how to walk on a leash. With dogs, it's all about incentives and positive reinforcement. Making sure your puppy walks on a leash is critical for their safety when you go for a walk. Otherwise, he will run off or become uncomfortable. First, put the harness and leash on your dog at home or in the garden. and let him run around for a few minutes to become acclimated to the leash. When you think he's ready for a test walk, take a few steps back and signal your pup to follow. When he succeeds, reward him with his favourite treat and continue until he feels comfortable being led on a leash. Number 5. Training sitting. This fundamental instruction is useful for every other training tactic in the book. Remember to keep doggy goodies on hand for all of these hacks. Take a treat and hold it over your puppy's nose so he can get a good scent. Be firm and say sit, then wait for him to do so before saying yes. Place the treat in his mouth regularly. It is critical to say yes to your dog when he sits so that he learns that he has to sit. Make sure to do this at least once a day. Number 4. There is no barking at strangers. If your dog is nervous about strangers, he will likely bark at them. Everyone else may become stressed if the barking doesn't stop. When your dog barks at a stranger, there's an easy technique to help them relax. Let him bark for a few seconds, then close his muzzle and say quiet. Never yell because it will just terrify him into barking more. Pet your dog to comfort him and reward him when he is silent. Repeat several times and he'll be at ease with your buddies. Before we move on to the last 3 training hacks, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. That way we can notify you of all our upcoming videos. Number 3. Interacting with other dogs. Depending on your puppy's disposition, many pet owners find this a bit challenging. Follow these measures to ensure that you socialise your dog safely. Begin small. Locate a buddy with a puppy and hold a one-on-one canine playdate at home. This is preferable to travelling to a dog park or pet store, which could cause stress and overload your pup. If you can, make this a routine playdate so they get used to interacting with other dogs. Over time, try and increase the puppy squad. Allow them to sniff around and play with their favourite toys. This is a certain method to learn about your pup's emotions and personality. They'll be frolicking in the dog park in no time if they are social one. Number 2. No jumping. This is a problem in older, larger dogs, but it begins in puppyhood. In the long term, educating your pooch not to jump on you will help them perform responsibly around you and when others come to visit. When your pup jumps on you, turn your back and ignore them. Wait till he relaxes before giving him a treat. Never offer them a positive reward for jumping on you. Once he understands that leaping doesn't get you to respond, he'll quit, and you'll have a well-behaved adult doggy in a few years. Number 1. Shake hands. We've got the sweetest trick right here for you and your pooch. It's adorable and will bring you two closer together. When dogs want something, they instinctively paw at you, and we use that technique. Close your fist tightly and keep a few yummy treats in it. Allow your puppy to smell your hand and keep it closed until he places his small paw on you before opening your fist and allowing them to feed. When you reach out your fist, repeat this and say, shake. Make sure to use a one-word command. The word hand also works well. Repeat this several times a day and he'll reach out to shake your outstretched hand. Isn't that the sweetest thing? So, which puppy training tricks have worked for you? Let us know in the comments below. Once again, thanks so much for watching and we'll see you in the next one.